Impairment day by day because of personalities. Social dysfunction when personality characteristics interfere with the person's ability to get along with others and perform social roles. Rigid, inflexible patterns enduring. Most people are flexible in responding to situation, while shy people are not necessarily shy in all situations. 3 P's: pathological, persistent, pervasive. Personality disorders: 3 clusters. Cluster A: odd, eccentric. Cluster B: dramatic, emotional, or erratic. Cluster C: anxious and fearful. Categorical approach: one either has or does not have a particular personality disorder. Dimensional approach: personality considered to be on a continuum diagnosis. Odd, eccentric disorders: odd, quirky, eccentric behaviors when people think that everything revolves around them. First is paranoid personality disorder. Second is schizoid. Third is schizotypal. Pervasive and distrust and suspiciousness of others. Schizoid: loneliness, inability, and lack of desire to form attachment to others, no desire to make friends, apathetic. Schizotypal: odd, eccentric, or paranoid thoughts, behaviors, and poor interpersonal relationships. Magical thinking, special powers may meet criteria for major depression. Cluster B: dramatic, emotional, erratic disorders. Exaggerated, dramatic, emotional, or erratic. Parasympathetic: pulled over by police. Antisocial personality disorder. Pervasive pattern of disregard for and violation of the rights of others, like break rules, walk red light, may be very charming, interpersonal. Unemotional and lack of empathy in childhood. Narcissistic personality disorder. Pervasive sense of grandiosity, superiority, needs for admiration, and lack of empathy. Grandiose type: exaggerated and unreasonable sense of self-importance, vulnerable type. Fragile, unstable sense of self-esteem. 3. Borderline personality disorder. Enduring pattern of volatile emotional reactions versus instability. Volatile emotional reactions, 10% with bipolar disorder die by suicide. Instability, fear of abandonment. BPD, treatment only. Yoga, mindfulness, dialectical behavior therapy, called DBT. Dialectical behavior therapy, DBT. 4 components: 1. Distress. 2. Emotion regulation. 3. Interpersonal effectiveness. Mindfulness makes the person stay in present moment and also stay in present moment without judgment. Medication: no medicines but depression medicines, antipsychotics, and mood stabilizers. Another personal disorder is historic personal disorder, a pattern of excessive emotional and attention-seeking behavior, use of physical appearance, or have sexual provocative style, self-centered. Cluster C: anxious or fearful disorders. Significant anxiety or withdrawal. Avoidant personal disorder is pervasive patterns of social inhibition, feelings of inadequacy, and hypersensitivity to negative evaluation. Etiology, biological perspectives, temperament and genetic component, family and genetic studies, traumatic events, increased rates of childhood emotional abuse, physical abuse, and neglect among people with personal disorder, change in neurobiological response to treat stimuli. Etiology, development factors to consider. Personality disorder may represent typical childhood and adolescent behaviors, other psychological discrete. Rigid, inflexible patterns enduring. Most people are flexible in responding to situations. Shy people are not necessarily shy in all situations. Personality disorders. 3 clusters. Cluster A, odd or eccentric. Cluster B, dramatic, emotional, or erratic. Cluster C, anxious or fearful. Categorical approach. One either has or does not have a particular personality disorder. Dimensional approach. Personality considered to be a continuum. Personality disorder may represent typical childhood and adolescent behaviors. Adolescent personality disorder is associated with emotional distress, adversive parental behaviors, or other psychological disorder. Psychosis. Significant loss of contact with reality and delusional. Emil Kraepelin, dementia praecox. Eugene Bleuler, schizophrenia. Positive. Psychotic symptoms present, responsive to medication. Delusion of grandeur and persecution, most common. Hallucinations, auditory, Broca's area, disorganized speech, randomness, making up words, neologism, clang, rhyming, inappropriate behavior, catatonia, odd bodily postures, waxy flexibility. Negative, missing these things. Anhedonia, lack of capacity to pleasure. Evolution, inability to initiate persistent actions. Allogia, no speech. Allogia, no speech. Asociality, no interest in socializing. Affective flattening, no facial expressions, 2 for at least 1 month. Delusions, hallucinations, disorganized speech. Ethnic differences, African American, 2 times more likely. Healthy paranoia. Schizophrenia disorder. 1 month is not present than 1 brief psychotic disorder. All same as schizophrenia, but no negative symptoms. Should last less than a month. Schizoaffective disorder. Symptoms and depressive and / maniac episode. Period of at least 2 weeks with only delusional or hallucination, psychosis, but no mood related issues. Delusional disorder. Only delusions, bizarre beliefs, and other schizophrenia symptoms. Longer than 1 month, not temporary. MAT seem believable, no functional impairment. And erotomic, I have Leo DeCap's number. Grandiose, infinity, power, privilege, identity. Jealous, my sexual partner is unfaithful. Persecutory, being spied on, planning to harm self. Somatic, my body is defective or diseased.